You can get lost in a tree. You can just get completely lost in a tree. You forget what time it was when you started, and all of a sudden you realize you've been working on that tree for 3 or 4 hours. I think everybody should have something that they do that relaxes them, that they enjoy, and that sort of helps to feed their soul. And I think, for me, bonsai does that.
It's pronounced, the best way to pronounce it is bonsai. Bonsai is a plant that is put into a shallow container. I like bonsai because I get to do things that are not boring. It's always different, every tree is different, so it's just not boring. I think that's the main thing. Oh yeah. The ultimate goal is, in my opinion, to create a distillation of nature. Take the essence of what's beautiful about a specific species of tree or location and show that without having to explain it. So the thing about bonsai is that once you have a tree and you create it and you've put your will into that piece of living artwork, that changes. The feeling, the tangible result, seeing your work turn into something artistically beautiful, it's very, very addictive. And most people who do bonsai aggressively, they own that. They say, okay, I'm obsessed with this.
You don't want to obscure any part of the tree. You want all of the tree to be visible. And you want to leave enough space between your branching so that the Japanese say a bird can fly through.
The way that we create bonsai is through the manipulation of the root system as well as the trunk and branches, even down to the leaves. We remove specific parts of the tree, mainly the thicker roots and thicker branches, to create softer branch structure that has taper from a thick trunk to thin branches. And so in doing so, it's aesthetically beautiful, it's aesthetically balanced, and in doing so it makes it look like a larger tree. How thick would you like this trunk to be?
Yeah, just forget it.
Okay, something like that. Personally, I would keep this branch with the flagging tape on it,
Okay.
cut off the rest of them, and allow this to grow unchecked for the next 2 or 3 years, and it will thicken the base. Yeah. We grow them out in the box for a really long time with really steep drainage, and then we put them into a bonsai pot. We wire the branches and slow it down and place things. Then the branches that we were growing to thicken the trunk, we put them back in the big grow box, cut them off, and then we heal the cuts that way. Cycles, 3 to 5 year cycles of each container. The most misunderstood thing is that bonsai are indoor plants, which most of them are not. Even the tropicals are supposed to stay outside during the growing season. So bonsai are not indoor plants, and they're not a special type of plant. Okay, they're regular plants like the ones we see outside. They just happen to be manipulated to look like older trees or to have some sort of artistic form.
To do a very tricked out tree like you would see it in a exhibition in Japan or something involves hundreds of hours a year working on 1 or 2 trees. You can do it with almost any kind of tree. You do have limitations. You don't want to take a tree that has a huge leaf because you just can't reduce that leaf enough to make it proportionately look proper. And some trees just don't take to containers. They don't like to be dug, they don't like to have their roots pruned. So it has to be a tree that can take all that. Not everything can grow in a container well. It's almost like performance art in a way. It's always changing. You know, it's a growing thing. It's not just a picture you hang on the wall and keep out of the sunlight and good temperatures and it's fine. It's always changing. You know, cloudy days you water less than sunny days. I tell people, my wife tells them too, it's kind of like being a dairy farmer. You gotta get up every day and milk those cows. We gotta get up every day and check the plants. You gotta water them or at least check them for water every day.
So bonsai is considered an art, right?
The people argue over that, whether it's art, culture, craft. I don't get into semantics on things like that. It is what it is. It's a tree in a pot.